Brazil has been one of the countries most affected by the COVID-19 pandemic in the world. The National Congress has been investigating the way in which the Jair Bolsonaro administration has dealt with the health crisis, and information has come to light that could implicate the president himself and several of his ministers in shady dealings in relation to the handling of the pandemic. More in the following report by our correspondent Brian Meir.
Brazil's Congress has been investigating the disastrous mishandling of the COVID-19 pandemic by the Jair Bolsonaro administration for several months now, but new allegations have come out this week that are threatening some of the top officials in the government, including Economics Minister Paulo Guedes, the Health Ministry, and President Bolsonaro himself. These allegations are connected to a large healthcare provider in the private sector called Prevent Senior. During the first wave of the pandemic, when the Bolsonaro administration was trying to block vaccines from coming into the country, and following Donald Trump's lead, promoting medicines for early treatment that had no proven effect against the virus, Prevent Senior commissioned a large study, which, unlike most of the other studies in the world, showed some level of effectiveness in treatment with hydroxychloroquine, including an allegation that it reduced the time that patients spent on ventilators by 50%. It's now come out that they fabricated the result of this study. They cooked the numbers and they hid death records of patients who had died from the treatment. This week, lawyer Bruna Morato testified to the Congressional Commission that 2 weeks before she came in to testify, her office was broken into, thieves stole all of her hard drives and her computers, but that she'd made a backup of all the information. As a result of the material evidence and the testimonies taking place this week in Brazil's Congress, the São Paulo Public Prosecutor's Office has requested access to the data so that it can start homicide charges against Prevent Senior, which was one of the largest supporters of the Bolsonaro government.